Can I just tell you that being alone is a superpower? And being alone is a superpower that a lot of people can't do. They really can't. You see, we live in a world where people care about what other people think about them, or what comes out of the mouth of people. This is the world that we live in. Opinions. We live in a world where people seek validation from people. Like somebody's opinion and somebody's mouth can ruin somebody's day. We live in a world like that. So there are people who have to keep up with this fake image and this fake thing so that way, you know what I'm saying? I got this reputation I got to keep in order for these people. Like, we live in that kind of world where they worry about what people say or think about you. And when you are a person who can be alone, it's a superpower. It's literally a superpower. Those of you who can do it, those of you who are doing it, shout out to you. Because a lot of people do not understand the healing process that it took for you to be alone. They don't understand that spiritual journey you had to go through, that healing journey. They don't know the battles that you had to face. Those battles you faced alone. Alone. In your darkest, you had nobody. They don't know about that. But you, the only one who knows about it was God, because God was there through it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, your ups, your downs. That's the only one who was there. God. But people, the world, those who know you, don't know you, but especially those who know you and know of you, them niggas weren't around. They weren't there in your darkest. In fact, a lot of y'all got betrayed by those kind of people too that you know during your spiritual awakening. So there's a lot of people who are alone that can be. And I'm going to tell you something. When you are alone, and when you are alone for a long period of time, it begins to feel good. It begins to feel good. And then you have people wondering what's wrong with this individual because they are alone. Like they look at you as if it's a problem because they are surrounded by a whole bunch of people. But it's like, it's really not a problem. They don't know why you are alone. They don't know how long it took for you to be this way or how, you know what I'm saying? For you to go through what you're going through now, to have this light, this aura, this frequency. You know what I'm saying? Even with the content that you're dropping. From those who know you and don't know you. This new look of you, right? This new image, this new change. It's not easy. The journey ain't easy. You're still going through this journey. You're still going through your healing journey. But nobody knows the difficulties that it took. Nobody. You don't care about people's opinions. You don't care about what people got to say. You don't care. You wasn't made to fit in. You was made to stand out. You don't follow what people are doing. You don't dress like how they dress. You don't talk like how they talk. You don't follow the crowd. If niggas is going this way, you go that way. You the type of person, even while you was still in that matrix sleeping, you was still that kind of way too. When niggas was going this way, you still was like, nah, I'm doing my own thing later. There's people who can't be alone. And that's a power. That's why you got people in the wrong relationships. That's why you got people in the wrong friendships. Because they can't be alone. And they need validation from people. I don't know how people can just... You got some people who got their nose up like this or think that they think they're the ish, the dookie. Because they got a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of friends, or they doing this to every single person I walk by their way. Or they just met somebody, now that's their bro and their sis. Those people, they don't know how to be alone. A lot of those people ain't even take the time to heal. They are unhealed. And a lot of those people in those circles are all fake amongst themselves. They're not happy with each other. They're not. But see, they don't know how to be alone. So you got people who tolerate and put up with people because they don't know how to be alone. So they tolerate this. They tolerate people. There's no boundaries, so they tolerate it. This is why you got people in relationships. They're not even happy with their partner. They tolerate it. They don't know how to be alone. They're scared to. So what they do, they put up with the abuse. They've been wanting to clock out and check out of that relationship, but they don't know how to. They can't do it. They're afraid to be alone. So they put up with the narcissist, the person speaking down on them, draining their energy, leaving them constantly spiritually dead, beating the hell out of them. You got relationships like that where these people are getting beat up in their relationships. And it's not only men, women be attacking their boyfriends too, vice versa. But anyway, people are in relationships that they want to get out, but they can't. They don't know how to be alone, so they put up with that partner and they fake love it and they be with this person. No matter how bad they're being treated, abused, they put up with it. But being alone is a superpower. And this is why when you're alone, you love it. This is why you're now cautious because of that healing journey. It ain't an easy journey. A lot of people can't do it. I recommend it. Do it. Heal. Heal. Take the time to heal. Get away from all the noise. Get away from all the distractions. Get away from all the people. Take the time to heal. I promise you, when you start to heal, it's going to come to a point that you feel so good about being by yourself, loving yourself, understanding about yourself, knowing about your dark, like you're learning and understanding, okay, what triggers you, what bothers you. You're learning about yourself. You go through that dark. You face those demons. You have those fights. You did the shadow work. Some of y'all still doing it. You on that spiritual journey, a healing journey. It ain't an easy one. But this is why people look at you weird now, right? This is why, because you got boundaries. You're not just allowing anybody in your space. Sometimes you don't even want people in your space. Because it took a minute for you to get that healing. Like, it's like, yo, I don't want, based off the stuff you went through in your life, the lessons that you had to go through, what you had to endure, you faced those betrayals, you seen it all. You don't want to go through that again. That doesn't mean that you're going to treat people like garbage. That doesn't mean you're going to mistreat them. You ain't wishing the worst on nobody. No. You being alone, minding your business, loving your energy, loving your peace, loving your quietness, loving your space. And now you got boundaries. You're just not allowing anybody in it. You ain't just high-fiving every single person that's coming your way. Or you just chasing. No. You falling back, enjoying that peace, enjoying that energy. Because I'm telling you right now, when you protect that peace and that peace, you ain't worrying about the gossiping. You ain't worrying about the drama. You ain't worrying about what he said, she said. You ain't around fake love. You ain't around fake smiles. You ain't around fake friendships. Or you're not in a relationship that is where you constantly thinking if this person is the one for me, or we fighting, or I'm thinking if this person's cheating. Nah, that's that insecurity. Like you're not going through none of that because you took the time to heal. So it's like now you spiritual, you're understanding things. There's a lot of people who can't do that. They can't. This is why you got to pick your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely. Choose the person that you're going to be in a relationship wisely. Don't just be jumping from friendship or relationship just like that. No. Y'all heard that saying, right? Show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are. Some people can be a bad influence. And they can influence you to do some wrong things. I'm telling you. You got some people never took drugs in their life. Next thing you know, here they come, making friends with people. Wrong friendship, wrong circle group. Somebody starts introducing them to some certain drugs, and now they got peer pressured and they couldn't say no, but they needed to fit in and seek validation from those people to feel cool. Oh man, if I don't take this, man, they gonna feel some type of way. They gonna call me some kind of names and orders, and it's gonna bother me. No, let me give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. The wrong group, the wrong friendship. You might have somebody who never did crack or never did heroin, but because of a wrong friendship or a wrong person they were with, even dating, they got introduced to crack. They got introduced to heroin based off that person. And when they got introduced to it, they might have felt uncomfortable, but again, they don't know their boundaries. They don't know how to be alone. They don't know how to say no. They need to fit in. They need that validation. And what they do, they try it. And now they are addicted to it. Friends, be careful with your friend group, because some people can lead you down the wrong path. You see it. A lot of people in circles, groups. When you fall back and when you spiritual and when you take this healing journey, you see with the discernment how people's spirits get bothered, right? You see those on a high frequency like you see those on low. But you see people in those groups, and you can feel the energy. You can see those spirits, and you can see that group. They're not even happy and true to themselves in their own group. It's all fake. But they need to seek validation. They need to be cool. They need to be around people. So that's the people who they put up with. Some of those people, you got to choose your friends wisely. This is why in relationships, when somebody ends up cheating, who is it from? Always somebody that a familiar face, right? Recognizable. Sometimes it's the best friend, right? Sometimes it's the parent, it's the cousin. It's always a familiar face when it comes to that too. Wrong circle, wrong friend group. Not only that, nobody's taking the time to heal. So when a person is unhealed, misery loves company. So when a person is unhealed, ain't take the time to heal, but they got hurt, they gonna start trying to hurt everything in their path, and they don't care. This is what narcissists do. That's what narcissists do. And this is why narcissists do not like empaths. They don't like spiritual people. Why? Because an empath, a spiritual person, during their spiritual awakening, they took the time to start to heal, start to go through this journey. Your energy goes up. Narcissists are energy vampires, manipulators too. So they like to drain energies. They feed off of people's energies. That's why narcissists don't like an empath or a spiritual person, because you can see that demon, that spirit right away. And you see the irritations that they do. You can spot a narcissist in the crowd, in the group, in that relationship. Yeah, y'all niggas don't gotta speak, but you spot them. They don't like to see you coming, but they still like to be around you because of your energy, because they're energy vampires. They harvest off of people's energy. Misery loves company. They're unhappy, so they gotta keep finding an easy target, easy prey. Let me drain this person's energy. You see? So you gotta be careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I'm telling you. Be alone. Take the time to be alone. Don't rush into no friendship. Don't rush into no relationship. Don't rush it. Fall back. I promise you, when you start that healing journey, it feels so good that you don't care if you are alone. You listen to music by yourself. You love yourself. You go out for a walk. You can go to the movies by yourself. You can go out to eat by yourself. You can do things by yourself. You don't need people. You don't need to call nobody. Hell, you can even go to a lounge by your damn self. You can. When you love yourself and you love your company and you healing on this spiritual journey, people can't do that. You will have some people, because I've had people who ask me, how can you do that? You can go out to eat by yourself. You can do things by yourself. I can't do that. I gotta call somebody. There's people like that. They gotta call. They gotta be with somebody. And sometimes that person that they gotta call, they don't even want to be around that person. They don't even like that person, but they just can't be by themselves. They need people. That's what you see on social media. Somebody who puts a picture up there, even with women too and men, they put a picture. Oh my God, this picture that I put, it only got 3 likes, 2 likes. They get offended with the likes, with a picture. Or they get offended when people start writing comments. They get offended by that. And then they delete it and put another picture to see how much that gets. Nigga, are you serious? There's people who seek the world's validation and the world's opinion. Not you. You don't give a damn what these niggas gotta say. You don't care what they say about you. You don't care how they think about you. You don't care. That joint don't bother you. It don't bother you. You don't care about what somebody gotta say about you. Let them. Because once you learn that when somebody criticizes you, or when somebody tries to point out a flaw, or when somebody tries to say something about you, that's their own insecurities. When you start to understand that, you start to sense and feel that envy, jealous spirit. I'm telling you, you got people out here they don't care about materialistic things, my nigga. They don't care. It's spiritual. And niggas out here trying to seek validation for the word and the opinion. When you got the Son of God, Yeshua, when he was alive, Jesus, right? They crucified him, the world. And he was a righteous man, the Son of God. Innocent man. He was innocent. He got betrayed, crucified by the world. But when he rose again, them niggas had to, oh my God, what did we do? What did we do? Come on. So if they crucified him, come on, nigga, and niggas is out here trying to seek validation of the world? Oh my God, what do people think about me? What they gotta say about me? The hell with what they gotta say. The hell with what they gotta think. Let them niggas gossip. You got niggas out here who, are you still entertaining he said, she said BS? You still entertaining gossip? You still entertaining that? What? Come on, man. You got grown adults still acting like children. Niggas is gossiping, and a lot of these gossips be lies. They be lies. Sometimes people don't even hear a certain gossip that's coming to them. It's a lie. They heard bits and pieces of it. Sometimes somebody could tell them something that's a lie, and they're saying what they just heard, but they're now saying what they thought they heard, and now they're speaking it out. You see what I'm saying? That's how it goes. He said, she said. Like, come on, man. Niggas is still entertaining that. Being alone is a superpower. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to the point that when you go outside, you really, especially when you want semen retention, a lot of y'all, you don't ask for the attention. You don't want the attention. You just fall back, but it just comes to you. It comes to you. People stare at you. They stare at you. They want to be around you. They sit by you. They stop in front of you. Some of them look at you. They smile. You got some people who they talk to you and all that. I mean, you put in your boundaries, but you ain't trying to be an asshole anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be an asshole. You're not trying to be rude and mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, if they smile, smirk, depending, you be like, you know, you nod back and smirk, or, you know, like, and then you just keep going about what they're doing you. But because you were on this healing journey, you know how to fall back. You ain't chasing niggas. You ain't running after nobody. Because now you want the right people to come into your space. Now it's like, all right, if you trying to come into my space, if you trying to come into my life, nigga, you're gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me that you can be loyal and trustworthy. You're gonna have to show me. Because just because I do this to you, or do this, nod to you, that don't mean nothing. I ain't gonna call you bro and sis just because we just met, we did this, and we had a good little connection and vibe. Cool. We take each other's number down. All right, cool. I'ma still fall back. I'm not gonna be rushing and jumping onto you, nah, nigga. Just give it time. Give it time. And we'll see. And then you use your spiritual discernment. Pray to the Most High too, of course, always. And start praying and be like, yo, is this person for me? Is this the one right for me? Remove anyone who ain't for me. And watch what starts happening. Watch what starts happening. I've even witnessed it. Certain people started talking to me through the DMs. Certain people started hitting me up through the phone, right? What happened? I did a prayer. Yo, show me who's who. Them niggas went ghost. They all of a sudden went ghost. Ain't nobody chasing. They went ghost. I was like, all right, cool. See? It wasn't meant to be. They weren't. All you gotta do is start praying. But it don't bother me. See? I still wish them well and go about your day. But you ain't the one. It wasn't meant to be. So go your way. And I'ma still do my thing. See? No hate. No competition. Stop chasing people. Stop rushing into relationships. Start healing. Start healing. Go to God first. Put him first. Then go into your prayer. Then you start healing. It takes time. But it's worth it. Start loving yourself. Start loving yourself. Give yourself some pats. Speak life into you. Look into that mirror. Talk what you got to say about yourself. Good things, positive. The longer you do that, I promise you, you don't care about who comes and goes in your life. You don't care. It ain't going to bother you. You ain't going to worry about it. You don't care. You ain't going to be seeking. You ain't going to worry about, oh my God, I haven't heard from this person in so long. They haven't contacted me, this, and that. You don't care. It ain't going to bother you. What bothers people don't bother you. And you got these niggas who get bothered off of people's opinions or certain drama or certain issues that got nothing to do with them. They get bothered by it. You don't care. You ain't worried about that. That's what I'm saying. That's your peace. You protecting your peace. You're loving your energy. And you putting boundaries that you ain't letting anybody try to come in it. But you see those out there that be like, they try to sneak their way in. But it's like, nigga, discernment. I see yous. I see y'all. I feel it. I see it. Fall back. Fall back. This is why you got niggas in the wrong relationship. Wrong marriages. Wrong marriages. And stop having people when y'all... Stop having friends in y'all relationships. Because friends be the reason why people be breaking up too. You got your friend and all that. Because you don't know how to be alone. You ain't take the time to heal. No, you with the wrong circle. You got niggas who's jealous of your relationship. Women be having women in their ears. Especially that single friend who's trying to get her friend who got that good boyfriend in that relationship. Trying to get her out and get her single. Trying to mess it up. Or they want that person. I'm telling you, man. Choose your circle wisely. Choose your circle wisely. Don't just jump. A friend ain't gonna put you down. A friend ain't gonna talk bad about you. A friend ain't gonna drain your energy. A friend, they ain't gonna do these things, man. They gonna keep it real with you. A friend gonna tell you like what it is. They gonna speak life into you. They gonna give you advice. They gonna fall back. They gonna let you know when you wrong. They gonna give you positive advice. That's a friend. You know what's a true friend too? Those friends that, even if y'all vibing and chilling, even in the silence, when y'all both quiet, they cool with that too because they understand. Niggas don't gotta talk. Niggas is quiet, enjoying the scenery and view. They respect it, they with that too. See? And then make sure you got the right person you dating. They speaking life into you. They being, you know what I'm saying? Treating you well. Now, ain't no relationship perfect, right? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your little fights here and there, but Adults speak, right? They talk about it. Talk about it, but don't curse your partner out, and don't try to belittle them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. There's ways to communicate. There's ways to check somebody doing it the right way. Not the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? There's ways. And talk about it. This bothered me. This and that. Communicate with one another. But again, when you got that right one, and they understand too, then it's gonna be cool. You know, so it's like just be careful. Choose. All I want to tell you is just heal. Go to God. Start to heal. Go on your journey. Learn more about you. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about people's opinions and all that. Fall back. Take the time to be alone. Take the time to be alone. I promise you, when you take the time to be alone, when you start to heal and all that, you're going to feel good about yourself, because you loving yourself. You taking that time to heal. And you ain't gonna be how you used to be, so quick to just let anybody in your space, anybody in your circle, anybody, you know what I'm saying? You ain't so quick now. You put in boundaries. You fall back, you know what I'm saying? And when you spiritual with the discernment, you can kind of see people's body language, and, you know, you'll be warned, because you're going to feel it. And I told you already, when a person's spirit, when these people are unhealed out here, when it's a narcissist, anybody unhealed, their spirits will expose themselves around you. They will get irritated. You expose people's spirits out here. This is what you do. Without you even talking to people, you expose people's spirits, because your discernment is showing you who is who. So this is why when you alone too, that's why you don't have too many friends like that, because it's like, yo, my nigga, I'm going to feel it, I'm going to discern it, I'm going to see it from a mile away. Even with that fake smile, that masquerading, I'll see that masquerading spirit. And even if it comes through and I ain't feel it yet, nigga, there is a God, there is prayer. If something needs to be seen, shown, ask, and it shall be revealed. So it don't matter. Everything comes out eventually, right? So, and I told you already, when spirits get irritated, you don't got to know these people. Sometimes you do. When it's a person, your discernment, your light, your aura, your frequency, your vibration is going to expose people. So you're going to see those on your frequency. You're going to feel it. They're going to be good. They're going to smile at you. It's going to be genuine. Those on semen retention, you're going to feel it. But those who's operating on low, unhealed, narcissists and all that too, anybody, you know them or don't, when they get irritated around you, it's their spirits getting bothered. They all do it. The coughing, the yawning. They make a mean face, a mean mug. They might whisper something, but that's the spirits getting bothered and exposed. See, that's the discernment. Oh, they do this. Or they start doing this by you. Touching both ears, fidgeting. And then when niggas try to lie to you, you already know exactly what the throat chakra and all that. As they talking. So it's like you see. So it's like when you go through this spiritual journey, it's like, that's why niggas look at you like, yo, this person's alone all the time. Like, what's wrong? They start looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Because you ain't following what these niggas is doing, or you're not doing what they're doing. Or if you're in a public place, you're minding your business in front of you, but you got these people in this group all smoking and listening to music, and they having the low vibrational conversation, but you ain't paying attention to that. You're doing certain things. And when you do your own thing, and when you like your own company, that bothers people too. When you are unbothered, that bothers people when you're unbothered. I'm telling you. There are people in this world who don't even know how to mind their damn business. They got to know what's going on in your life. There's so many people watching your page or trying to find out what you're doing that they don't even care about what's going on in their life. Because they're so focused on you or what you're doing or what you got going on. They don't care. They don't even know what's going on in their life. Their life could be starting to go downhill, but they're so focused on you. They don't care about that. Some of them got kids, but they check your page more than they check their kids. Some of them are they so in tune in what you're trying to do that they ain't worrying about their own kids. They're not worrying about their life, but they're worrying about yours. Got people like that out here, man. These niggas don't know how to mind their business. Then they gossip and lie and nigga, you don't want to be around none of that. You like your peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, stay alone. No matter how long it takes, stay alone. Stay alone. When the right ones come, that right friendship, that right relationship, that right partner, you're going to know. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it when it's the right person. But fall back. Start to heal. Because it ain't an easy journey. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Spiritual awakening is not fun. The healing journey is not fun. It's not. But you got people out here who don't want to put in that work for themselves. They don't. They don't. They don't. But it's not easy. It's a painful journey. It's gonna be the reason why the spiritual awakening, you won't be alone a lot is because you are seeing everything for what it is. That's why you be alone too. You be like, damn. Then on top of that, everything around you gets exposed when you go through your spiritual awakening. The veil gets removed. Family starts to get exposed. Friends, co-workers, associates, and the strangers. Niggas start getting exposed around you. Their spirits start getting revealed. That's why you are alone too on this journey. But you're taking the time to heal. But it's more spiritual than physical. But heal. Be alone. I'm telling you. The longer you are alone, you don't really care for people's opinion. You don't care about who's going to be in your space. Sometimes there's people who try to just come talk to you or sit next to you that it comes to the point that you just go, like you ain't going to say nothing about it, but it's like, you just want that peace. Like, man, why y'all got to be next to me? Why you got to do this? Why you got to do that? Why you got to talk around me? Like, it just comes to that point because it's like, you just love your peace. You just love your energy. You just love yourself. That you're just not allowing anybody to just come in to try to drain that or try to mess with that or try to leech off that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been through hell and back on your journey. You've been through some dark. You've stumbled and you fell. You've got up, you fell right back down. You've gone through some stuff. You did some shadow work. You fought and faced demons. You had spiritual warfare that niggas don't know about. You was in the dark. You cried. You did a whole bunch of things on this journey, healing to be where you at now. To let anybody just come into your circle space to just try to do what they try to do or leech off that or try to, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you be how you are. With your boundaries. But you're still respectful. You're still humble. Humility. Love. Peace. But you still put the boundary. Some niggas might look at me and go, look at this person's face. You're mean. Or they look so serious. But meanwhile, if you took the time to talk to me, you'd be laughing all day. I like to laugh. I like to joke. You know? See, because niggas look at the outside appearance too, see? Not so much the inside. They look at the outside, see? But when you're a person who don't care about what the world thinks or people's opinions, you don't give a damn. You don't care. Because you already know. When people start hating, when people start criticizing, when people got to say something, it's their own insecurities. There's niggas who's insecure within themselves. So what they do, they got to joke on somebody. Or they got to bring somebody down so they can feel good. But it's all out of their own insecurity. They're miserable. They're unhappy. That happens a lot. So take the time, ladies and gentlemen. Put God first. Take the time. Start to be alone and start to heal. Go on to your spiritual journey. And those of y'all who haven't gone through your spiritual awakening yet, when you first go through it, It's going to be painful because you're going to see a lot of truth. And when I mean truth is the veil is going to be removed. You're seeing spiritual things. So people you know and don't know, they're going to begin to act and move funny towards you. But that's their spirits getting revealed. Everything is getting revealed around you. So you're going to now start seeing the synchronization, the patterns, the street theaters, the illusions. You start seeing how the spirits get irritated, see? And then those who, you start feeling things, you see? I told you, when you start feeling a lot of anxiety, this and that, it's not coming from you. It's coming from the people around you. See, when the longer you go on this journey, the longer you start to understand things. But you have to have the time to be alone. Take the time to be alone so you can love yourself. Love God first. Start putting, and then take the time to heal. Love you. Love yourself. Love you. Take care of you before you start taking care of others. Start taking care of, you know what I'm saying? Fix yourself. Handle what you got to handle for you first, right? Because nobody else is going to do it besides the Most High. But nobody else is going to do it. Because again, when you go down through that darkness, look to your left, look to your right. Where's your family? Where's the people who you was in your contact list? Where's the people who you looked out for? Where them niggas at? Nowhere. They go ghost, my nigga. So start healing and start going on this journey. And I promise you, when you start to understand, you start to love your peace, and you start to love to be alone. Again, being alone is a superpower. A superpower that a lot of people cannot do. They can't, but you can. And shout out to those who can do that. Shout out to those who are on their healing journey and spiritual awakening. Shout out to those who are wanting the better for their life and the change, and they're trying. Shout out to that, man. There's positivity in this world. There's good people out here. There's light. Shout out, man. And shout out to those who want to take the time to say, you know what? Enough is enough. I want to do this change. Shout out to you too for even wanting to start that change. Shout out to you too. Shout out, man. Shout out to all of y'all that wants the best, that wants the best, and wants to do better for yourself. Shout out, man. But yo, if you're around people in your friend group and you see that they're the wrong influence and they draining your energy and you don't even feel good around these people, leave. If you're in a relationship and it's abusive and this person is draining your energy, talking down on you, even laying hands on you, leave. But put God first. Start praying on it. Pray for the protection. Start healing. But pray and go to God. And he's the one who will start. God is the one who starts to do the process, the healing. Then you got to put in the work. But God is the one, man, who starts to do these things. God will reveal and God will start to do the work inside. And then you yourself got to start putting in that work too. You know? Y'all know what's up already, man. Stay safe. Stay awake. Don't go to sleep, man. Pray for a hedge of protection. Until the next video.